Hello. Again.
Hello.
Same day. Oh, you look scared. Oh, shit.
You said, "Okay, here we go." Is it one, two, skiddly diddly do? And I got terrified. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, we're on.
Uh, we're live. We're live. Oh God. Oh God. The mic's hot. Oh jeez.
I'm sweating.
Oh. To display this the last time, I got this from a pizza box.
You got a what?
I got this from a pizza box. It's a silly mustache that you put in your nose.
I thought it was a harmonica.
Ah. They make it out of cardboard. Oh, my eyes are watering.
That's insane. A little
But anyway,
mustache in a pizza box. Is that
yeah, it was.
the Sicilian? Like the big Sicilian or some shit like that?
It was a small one. It was a little silly.
Little Sicily?
Little Sicily.
Yeah. We fucking watched What Happens in Vegas because we had to.
Yeah. Gun to
Uh,
our head, we had to.
yeah, this randomizer don't play games. It's brutal sometimes. We had to sit through this, and okay, look, I don't hate rom-coms. I just know that they're all the same.
Yeah, rom-coms definitely have their place. I'll watch a rom-com if I'm just like bored and want something to watch that I don't have to think about.
I'm pretty sure whenever we lived together, I walked out and you were watching Trainwreck one day. So-
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. Rom-coms are my guilty pleasure. I'm not happy that I like watching them, but I'll watch them.
yeah, I generally if I'm like watching something, I'm kind of a snob when it comes to movies. Like I'll watch. I'm just a snob in general with like movies, music. But I'll be like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go back to my room and watch Silence of the Lambs while you're watching Trainwreck. Who's that?
Rom-coms are like I think it's because I used to. I was telling my girlfriend about this earlier. When I was a kid, I would just like, I'd get home, and I had a strict routine I would follow. I'd get home, and I would watch King of the Hill at 4, The Simpsons at 5,
Yes.
and then Family Guy after that, and then I would watch some. Maybe it was like 6 and on, because that sounds more appropriate. But then after that was over, I would just flip through channels until I randomly stumbled upon a movie, and 90% of the times they would be rom-coms. I think that's how I watched Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can's a rom com?
I would say, well, I guess it's not a rom-com.
Or wait, maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing. Is Catch Me If You Can like where they're like it's like a it's not a heist movie? Or am I like
Is it a heist movie?
tripping?
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting it wrong. It's a drama crime.
Okay. Yeah.
I just remember there being romance in it.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Tom Hanks,
Tom Hanks.
Martin Sheen, Christopher Standing.
Martin Sheen. Isn't that
Christopher Walken.
Charlie Sheen's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Emilio Estevez is his brother. Emilio
Oh shit, is he?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh no, it's yeah. What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's who that guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in
Mighty
Breakfast Club.
Ducks.
Ramon Estevez.
I like how we had both had two different movies in mind. We're like, yeah, Emilio Estevez, and I was like, yeah, Mighty Ducks, and you were like, yeah, fucking
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
I did not like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Breakfast Club. I mean, it's a classic, but it's like, eh.
Yeah, it's. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
AJ was like, "Yeah, they improv the whole script." I'm like, "Yeah, I could tell." Yeah, I was not a fan of it. But yeah, I'm just like rom-coms have a special place in my heart. They suck, they really do, but they are also nostalgic for all the wrong reasons. I guess for the right reasons. That wouldn't be wrong. That was a little bit ominous.
You do too. Make them last.
Yeah. I movies like Saint Elmo's Fire and like Pretty in Pink and just like those '80s like teen, like what do they call it? They're like teen. They're teen comedies. Yeah, they're like teen comedies.
Yeah, like 16 Candles kind of.
Yeah, they're pretty much all pretty cut and paste too. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Especially 80s rom-coms.
And then in the '90s, we got American Pie and every single one of those fucking things. And they were, and they were all the same. And watch, we're gonna get every single one of them in a row. Watch, the next movie is gonna be another rom-com. I'm fucking calling it. This is gonna be the rom-com fucking podcast at this point. Now that we have it, this is the first rom-com we've hit. We've actually gotten a good like blend of movies though, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Like the randomizer's been like, all right, you already watched a horror movie. All right, you also 2 horror movies. One technically was The Creature of the Black Lagoon. That's a horror movie technically, even though it's not scary at all.
I was pretty scared.
You know who else was scared? The creature of that of K.
Oh, she's so pretty.
If I only had chest hair.
I need a mustache and chest hair.
God damn it, we've already talked about this. But we weren't on camera. we talked about
You didn't get to see our cats or our faces or
our
beards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't see you, but I know what you're doing. Oh, now you went down.
Oh, that's good shit. Anyway, what happens in Vegas is a movie. End of episode.
It's definitely something. There was definitely a script.
There were pretty funny moments in it. I think that's what a rom-com does. Is it'll lure you in. It'll be like, ha ha ha, there's some funnies in here, and you gotta stick around to hear if there's more. So you watch the whole thing. And I think this is why this is a guilty pleasure for you, because you're like, okay, there are some funny jokes in here.
Yeah.
And there were moments where Ashton Kutcher was like giving a performance, like.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about.
In the therapy room, or like whenever they're doing the therapy, and he's just like, "She kicks my ass." I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically like he comes in with a black eye. Well, okay, hold on. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Yeah, let's back it up. I don't know why we do this. Why I do this. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a.
I mean, I do it too. I was talking about the wheelchair in the last episode, like at the beginning. Everyone's just like, "What the hell are you talking about? What wheelchair? Who's in the wheelchair? Why is he in the wheelchair?" Like, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll just start in the middle and then go to the end and go back to the beginning.
It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she wants a divorce from this guy because he's been crippled the whole time.
I can't believe we almost did not talk about the music in the last one.
Yeah,
like that was the biggest thing we were talking about afterwards, and then we just completely forgot about it.
The music in I almost said Everything Must Go. God damn, better movies on the mind. What happens in Vegas, the music just feels like they were trying to get a playlist in. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this is the director's playlist. This is something that I listen to on a regular basis or something like that. Not me specifically. I wouldn't listen to this shit. But it was like the director or the producer's like playlist, or maybe they got it from like their fucking children or something. They're like, this is what people listen to these days.
This is what the cool kids are listening to, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what rom-coms do. They'll just some of the money is set aside to like pay for rights to certain songs,
Like
put
there's
in there.
like the very first song is that Mika song that was popular in 2008, and it had a resurgence for some fucking reason, and
Oh yeah.
because of Tic Tac or whatever.
Tic Tac. Because of Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Wait,
Not
what?
to be confused with Will I Am. Huh?
Yeah. Wait. It got a resurgence because of Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they were doing like a video. It got so fucking annoying. I hated seeing it. I would see it like sound. The people who use the sound over and over. It was, oh, dude, it get annoying. But yeah, they were just both doing the song like a cappella, and then like so like Ryan Reynolds started off. He was singing, and then Will Ferrell would come in to do the high parts.
Mm.
Yeah, that was like a couple of years ago.
And this is on Tic Tac.
Yeah, it's on the Tickum Tacs.
Yeah, I don't know if you use Tic Tac.
Yeah, I do.
I don't get it. I'm fucking old.
You just gotta Oh yeah, I just type in Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell, and yep, there it is.
that was
last year. That was 2 years ago. I'm stupid.
Man, I'm just like an old man yelling at the clouds at this point. Whenever something new comes out, I remember it was like called music.ly or something.
Oh,
and everybody was ripping it a new asshole. What happened to that?
So Musically became TikTok.
Yeah, and then for a while, people were just ripping it a new asshole. And then I was like, all right, yeah, it's going to be dead in like a year, maybe. And we won't have all this cringy shit anymore. Nah, we still have all that cringy shit.
So you gotta like, what sucks is when you first get on, it's gonna be boring and it's gonna suck. But you just gotta find, stop hitting my mic, dude. You gotta like build up your For You page by like liking different things, so the algorithm like will show you. Like now, if I get on, all I'm getting are skits, and they're fucking hilarious. But
or like skateboarding videos.
I don't get any skateboarding. But what the hell, dude? But like, so like Emily will get on, and she gets a bunch of like trends and everything, and I don't get any of that. She'll be like, have you heard of this new trend that's going on? I'm like, no, I have not. Like all I get are skits and comedy bits, which are skits. But
that's another thing that bothers me about TikTok is that like somebody will do something and then it's like a race to do the same fucking thing. Like,
yeah, that part gets annoying. People using the sound. So
yeah, like
they'll use the sound and do the exact same thing that they're doing.
Like MK will be scrolling on TikTok, and then she'll just be like, I'll just be hearing this. This is what we'll be in bed, and she's just scrolling and scrolling, and it's the same fucking thing over and over and over and over and over and over, and it drives me insane sometimes because I'm just like, okay, how many times am I hearing the same fucking Lizzo song? Because like I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired.
She might be looking at, like, if you scroll through and you find a video, you can click on this little record at the bottom right, and it'll show the sound that they're using. And if you go through that, you'll just hear the same sound over and over and over again.
Ugh.
Sometimes I'll try to find who originally did it, or like try to find one that's actually funny. So I'll be scrolling through them, and I'll just hear the same one over and over. I'm like, okay, I'm getting fucking sick of this.
I enjoy watching TikTok videos through YouTubers.
Reels?
No, not even reels. They're talking shit about them. Like Curtis Connor or Drew Gooden or Danny Gonzalez, the classics, and they'll just like
trifecta.
Yeah, and they'll just like pull up like random fucking TikToks and just be like, yeah, this is something that's going on and making the rounds, and we're gonna talk shit about it.
I don't understand sometimes, like, some of the trends I just don't get. Like, I don't ever get the trends, so, like, I don't ever know what's going on. I'll just hear a sound, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Did you ever watch the video that Curtis Connor did on E-Boys?
Yeah.
They do that,
I
like,
watched the one he
fucking
did on
weird thing.
Cowboy Girls, too.
Oh, dude. And that song at the end, he's like, there's just one problem. We're not blood related. Chris Connor's fucking hilarious, man.
I love his like sign in where he's like
folks,
hello, and if you're returning, hello. You see what happens if you subscribe, you get a second hello.
Yeah. I don't think he's done that in a while.
No, someone should call him out so he
has to do except that one time, and now it's just like every time he makes a video, he still does the folks and then claps, but he doesn't do the you get an extra greeting. But yeah, great YouTubers.
You like Curtis Connor? Yeah, you.
Great YouTubers, unlike this movie, which is not great.
Is not a good YouTuber.
It is not a good YouTuber. See,
this is the rice gum of fucking.
Oh
YouTubers.
God, I have a love-hate relationship with Ashton Kutcher. I think he is good in very, very, like, he's one of those actors that, like, if he's got the right role, he's gonna crush it. Like, I don't know what it was with him in Butterfly Effect, but he was just like, you know what? I'm giving everything I got. And holy shit.
That movie was... I watched that movie when I was like 10, 11, and it fucked me up. I was like, holy shit. He just killed a dog.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he just killed that kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit, he just blew off his hands.
That whole movie is just...
It's a fucking trip.
It's a trip. It's a mind fuck for sure. But honestly, it's one of those, like... It's one of those movies that are a mind fuck, but it's kind of like a mind fuck for beginners. Like, because it's not hard to follow. It's just like...
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
I don't think I've seen it since I was... since I was a kid, too. Like, teenager.
Oh, yeah. I was like 9, 10.
Well, hopefully we'll get it.
Watch it be our next movie.
I would not mind watching it again, but...
me either.
I'm really excited to see what the next movie's going to be. I'm always so fucking excited to see what the next movie's going to be.
It's going to be a total letdown.
I'm like a fiend for the randomizer, dude. It's like, I need to know.
Is it getting hot in here, guys? I'm getting all itchy.
I need to see what the next movie's going to be.
Please, for the love of God, just randomize it. I'm fucking Jones in here.
Jones says I need to know what the movie's going to be. Anyway, Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher. I also like what Ashton Kutcher does in the real world. He has been an advocate for stopping human trafficking, like children sex trafficking. Like,
oh shit!
He's got like an organization where he's like trying to put an end to like, and he I don't think it's gonna like ever fully go away, which is fucking depressing. But it's like, at least somebody is out there using their money, like that they've made a dickload of, and he's like, this is what I'm putting my money towards because it needs to fucking stop. And they've rescued like a shit ton of kids, dude. Like it's like it's fucking crazy.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Like obviously in a good way, it's crazy. Like fucking. Like, I love how everybody's like, yeah, Ashton Kutcher, what a fucking douchebag. He's like, really? Because I kind of know he's doing some really cool shit, so...
Me and Ashton Kutcher have the same birthday.
Ooh. I have the same birthday as a pro wrestler that used to get his ass kicked all the time. So that's cool. His name is Spike Dudley, and he was this little guy who would just get, like, tossed around all the time. He was, like, 150 pounds. and
my god.
they would like throw him at tables, like,
Jesus.
and sometimes they would miss.
Oh my god. So you just go out of the ring?
Yeah, and,
Oh my.
and fucking splat. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know how that dude's alive. Because he took a lot. He took a lot. People are like, if somebody's like, oh yeah, you watch that fake shit? I'm like, let me show you a compilation.
Or show him what was that one guy in ECW that like stabbed somebody?
Oh, New Jack.
New Jack, yeah. That I watched a documentary on that. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Bro, Dark Side of the Ring is one of the best docu-series I've ever seen. And I think they're coming out with like a season 4 soon. Like, dude, if you have Hulu, Dark Side of the Ring is definitely where it's at. You should check that out.
I might.
Yeah, it's
That learning about New Jack was fucking like the one that comes to mind is when he threw that guy off the top of the cage and you could just hear him screaming.
Yeah, that was a scaffold match. He was trying to kill him. Like, he basically admits to it. New Jack's dead, by the way. So like one less fucking insane person on the planet.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's fucking crazy. He was like, I was trying to kill him. Like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be in a wrestling ring, dude.
Yeah, no, someone keep New Jack the fuck away from everyone. What are you doing? You trying to smack me? I'm trying to talk to you. You see that? You see that camera? We're live now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak into your ear. We're live now. The mic is hot.
He says,
Do you care? Oh, you don't care.
you might need to turn up a little bit.
No, I'm kind of sitting.
Oh, okay. Okay, then you might be okay.
I'll turn up just a little bit so I can. I'm trying to keep away from this cord at the bottom because I keep every time I knock it, it goes crazy.
Ah, gotcha. Anyway, what happens in Vegas? It's a rom-com, and then so we see Ashton Kutcher. He's getting down and dirty with Kristen Ritter in his apartment, and then he got to go to work, and then and then Cameron Diaz is about to throw a surprise party for Jason Sudeikis, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and Jason Sudeikis is like, oh man, they're about to walk into this dark room. He's like, and just all of their friends and shit are there, and they're about to jump out and say surprise, but Jason Sudeikis is like, yeah, and I really like that stuff you do to my butt. And everybody's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, but I mean, this just isn't working for me, Cameron Diaz. It's Cameron Diaz. It's not working for me. So, and she's just like, what are you saying? It's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. So she's just like, fuck. Okay, I guess we're all leaving because this is your apartment. And then, so everybody leaves, and then she's like hanging out with her friend Tipper. Her name is fucking Tipper. I bet she is a shitty tipper.
And she works at a bar.
Yeah, what a bitch. She probably doesn't tip shit. 0%.
You know, the synopsis has her name as stripper.
Weird.
That's fucking stupid.
I think it's
Why?
I think it's because what's his name calls her stripper a couple times in the movie. The guy who is a lawyer in Community as well, the show Community. He's a lawyer.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob Corddry.
Yeah, he's also in Hot Tub Time Machine, but he's not a lawyer in that.
No.
He invents Lugal at the end.
This has his... What is it like? It's fine. Get out of here. I gotta keep using this. Get out of here. You're gonna fuck up my cord. I'm gonna use this laser pointer to get him away.
I have a rechargeable laser pointer.
He keeps. What? Oh, you fucking upgraded. You got the high end. I've just got this little one with paw prints all over it.
It's got a USB.
I keep it up here just in case they're like getting too handsy over here. I can just get them away for a couple of seconds. I get them to go away, hoping they're just gonna be like, "Oh shit, there's something else going on in here." He's not.
We'll check on Nuggets, see if she's doing alright.
But Spuddy. Ivy, do you want to come over here? Ivy, pretty girl, where are you?
Yeah, Nuggets doing good. She just like went. And then so after that, coming on Diaz, so Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz, they're hanging out with their friends. They're hanging out with their friends, and they're like simultaneously talking about going to Vegas, but they're in different parts of the city. They're like but they're like, what would be? Oh wait, we didn't say that Ashton Kutcher got fired by his dad after playing a fucking basketball game. He's like a cabinet maker or some shit.
Yeah.
He's like, so.
Yeah, they make like furniture and shit.
Writing a rom-com 101, one of the main characters has to have a weird job. Like, not saying being a cabinet maker is that weird, but like, I think in 2008 it was considered weird, so that's where they were like, "Oh, dude, he's a fucking cabinet maker."
Yeah.
But she works in an office, and
an unassuming job.
And she works. She was like on the stock market. She was working the stock market and shit. So she's got this big corporate America job. Like that's like fucking rom-com writing 101. The two people that you want to fall in love. One person is quirky, and he or she. They have this really weird job, and then like she's all business and she's not fun. So when they go to Vegas, Cameron Diaz, she busts out of her shell, and Ashton Kutcher's like, Cameron Diaz. She's
Cameron Diaz.
And then
That will never not be funny.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. That's her name.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. But yeah, so Ashton Kutcher's like, wow, you're really fun when you're not uptight. And because he makes a reference to her hair being up when it's not.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that's about.
Yeah, he's like, I bet you look really good with your hair down. She's like, it is down.
I think he was trying to say like, because she was like planning out her trip that she was supposed to not be planning, and then he caught on to that somehow.
Yeah.
He was just like, hey, I thought you were supposed to have a fun weekend.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous.
Adventure.
It's like you're planning your plan-free trip, basically. And he's like, I bet you'd look good with your hair down. She's like, it is down. And then they just like hang out at this club. They don't realize that they're. I don't think they realize they're at the same club, right? Or no, maybe they do, because they rode in a limo after they were in the same hotel room. They got booked for the same hotel room. Then they got VIP packages because they got booked in the same hotel room. Because Cameron Diaz, she went up to the guy and was like, look, I'm sure you're a reasonable guy. You're going to give us penthouse suites for...
I am a reasonable guy.
Yeah,
I will give you penthouse suites.
He's like, you scare the shit out of me. And that was one of the funny moments for me. He was like, you're fucking terrifying. And I will give you the penthouse suites.
It's because it's Andy Daly and he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He was in... didn't he do Review? That was his show? Where he, like... Yeah. Review is so fucking funny.
That show is fucking hilarious.
he starts a cult. He's my favorite
I'm gonna
review.
review starting a cult.
Yeah, well, my favorite review episode is when he's like addicted to coke, but he's like, I'm gonna try addiction, and he's like, cigarettes they don't really do much for me. I tried coke, doesn't really do much for me either. I've tried alcohol, doesn't really work for me. I've tried coke again, it doesn't really work. It's like, just for good measure, I tried coke again.
They've got to have that on like. They've got to have review on something.
I think it's
Because it was like whenever Paramount probably.
ComedyCentral.com maybe has review.
Oh,
But-
it is on Paramount Plus
It is? Oh, shit.
and Amazon. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a great show. I tried to get MK into Nathan For You. I just don't think she feels it. I'm just like...
It's got a. It's a bit of a acquired taste.
Somebody I thought would love Nathan For You did not like it. Ian. I was like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I thought you would love this, but I guess that's too dry. It's silly,
What
but
I loved about Nathan For You is. Well, what I liked about it was that it was shot in the way like reality TV shows are shot, and they'd
Yeah.
have scenes where it was like a reality TV show, but it was unscripted completely and like completely random people.
yeah.
Like
and then
what's his
Nathan's
name?
just
Wolf?
being a fucking tool. But like in a very dry way. It's like
He wrote a movie. Not too long ago.
yeah, where he's it's on HBO, I think. But yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but
What is it?
while you're looking at that, Cameron Diaz, they're at this club and they're partying, and they start like they have a really crazy night, get super wasted, and then they end up hooking up with each other, and apparently they got married that same night because you see a ring on Cameron Diaz's finger, and a note left by Jack. By the way, their names are Jack and Joy, which boring. It's like when anybody names. It's like when anybody in a movie or TV show just names their child Max. There's an abundance of that. They're like, oh, this is a child. Let's name it Max. Like, it can be it can be a boy or girl name. Like, oh yeah, we got the perfect name for this child, Max. Like, come on, man. Stranger Things did it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad then, but like,
It is bad.
especially with the way fucking what's his name? The main villain in like the last season. I can't remember his fucking name.
Vecna.
Vecna, yeah. The way he says Maxine, he's like Maxine.
Yeah.
Maxine.
I mean, it's
He
cool.
just says
It's cool that her name's not just Max. Like it's like he says Maxine. I'm cool with like Pegasus, like in Yu-Gi-Oh being Maximilian Pegasus. But if the character's just named Max, like in George Lopez or something, like Max.
Oh yeah. Not even Maxwell.
Yeah.
See, it was really, really popular in the '90s. Like
Yeah.
what was it Max's Big Break? Something?
Max Keeble's Big Move. Max Keeble's Big Move.
Yeah.
That and it's got
I hope we get that movie next.
Yeah, dude, that movie has the dude from Shameless in it. as the bully. The bully is is Mickey.
Troy McGinty.
Yeah, is Mickey from Shameless. Yeah. That's crazy.
Huh. Oh, it has Jamie Kennedy in it.
He's the ice cream guy.
Yeah. So I remember watching this movie. I watched this movie a lot.
I love Max Keeble's big move still to this day. I don't get it. I don't know why. I love it. I fucking love it.
Oh shit! Reese from Malcolm in the Middle was in it.
Yeah, I do recall.
Huh?
And then Orlando Jordan was his name. No, what was his name? The kid from That's So Raven?
Brown.
Orlando Brown. Orlando Jordan was a
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Jordan was a pro wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be in this. Is that Little Romeo?
Yeah, he was Little Romeo as Little Romeo. He was playing himself.
Was Little Romeo actually? Oh, I forgot about Little Romeo.
And then he had a show on Nickelodeon shortly after.
Chubby Josh.
Yeah, the robe. He was like a kid who wore a robe for some goddamn reason.
Oh yeah. Oh, Snow Day. I forgot about Snow Day.
Oh god. Okay. Anyway, what happens in Vegas?
Oh yeah, dude, we are getting so sidetracked. This is just us having a normal conversation. This is what we just talk about movies and like, you remember this movie? Yeah, you remember this movie?
And oh yeah, they were in it, and then yeah, and then they'll branch off to other shit. Like, oh, that was a pro wrestler, and then this is why this had. He's like, oh, and then there was this angle where this guy was like bisexual. We watch too much stuff.
Jesus. Yeah, we do. We do and did.
We do and yeah, did, and still do.
We do and did.
And still do.
We didn't do.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg. Okay, so anyway, yeah, they hook up, they get married. They're still in Vegas. They're having a little argument about who's breaking up with who, and then Ashton Kutcher picks up the last quarter of Cameron Diaz, and he puts it in the machine, the slot machine, gets a fucking triple jackpot, right? And then everybody's like, oh. And then they win $3 million? Was it $3 million?
Yeah, $3 million.
Yeah, which is not a lot. Which is not a lot today. Like,
yeah, I mean it's a lot, but it's
yeah,
not as much as it was in 2008.
Yeah, like inflation, fuck. But yeah, it's not nearly.
Yeah, it'd be like $3 million. Okay.
Yeah, somebody's like, I could wipe my ass with that. Like, so give me that check. It's like, oh, we're out of toilet paper.
Give me that oversized check.
Yeah, give me that check.
I need some toilet paper. Do you mind sparing $1,000?
Yeah,
it's a big one. You might want to make it 2,000.
So they're like fighting over this check, and then Ashton Kutcher gets it, and then like Cameron Diaz, she's like, actually, well, I'm entitled to some of that money because we did just get married. And then he's like, fuck. So now they have to pretend that they're a married couple, even though they are a married couple. Now they have to pretend to be lovingly married for 6 months so that they can split it. But there are loopholes that they're trying to exploit. And here is where the movie is supposed to get interesting.
Notice how you said supposed to.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So, they devise plans. Cameron Diaz, she invites a whole bunch of women over to Ashton Kutcher's apartment and to try to get him to fuck one of them or all of them. But he's like, nope, really want that money. And then he is like, let's get a whole bunch of boring ass dudes to talk to her all night. And she's like, well, they don't talk to her. They're there to specifically ignore her. So it's the opposite of, there's going to be shenanigans like this the whole time. It's a rom-com. We know what we're in for.
It's a wacky movie.
Yeah.
It's so wacky.
It is wacky indeed.
It's something, all right.
Queen Latifah is in this movie. Queen Latifah is Queen Latifah is the therapist. She does not know how to do her job for shit. She's like sits there and she's like, I like that you're arguing. That's showing good. That's a good sign. Is it? Is it a good sign?
You sound like a real married couple.
Yeah, you sound like you guys beat the shit out of each other. That's perfect. Now, if Ashton, Jack, if you could just strangle her a little bit, we can get you guys out of here. Like, it's fucking. She doesn't say that. She doesn't say that in the movie, but she's thinking it.
Yeah, she was. She went to all these expensive schools, got a bunch of degrees. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't believe it one bit.
Yeah,
Is she even in your office?
She's like, I went to all these schools and I'm not buying. It's like, I'm not buying your bullshit for a second. And like, so it's weird. Like, I don't mind Queen Latifah. Like, I think she's good in certain things. Like, she's not really like
Taxi Driver.
Taxi.
Yeah, Taxi. My bad.
Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro.
Yeah, she was in that.
Yeah, she was teaching Jimmy Fallon how to drive. You know, Taxi Driver.
Yeah. She was, driving around Robert De Niro. You know.
Yeah, and he was like, I can't do it. I can't.
Okay, we're going down this road.
Okay. You can stop here. You can stop here.
You talking to me?
You talking? Hey? I don't see anybody else in this car. You talking to me?
I'm in this car. You need to pay me or get out. Wait. You need to pay me? Yeah, you need to pay me. Don't get out. Pay me.
That's a funny part of this movie. There's a chase scene because they're chasing each other because they're trying to beat the other person to a therapy session. So Ashton Kutcher is hailing down a taxi while Cameron Diaz is in a bathtub because she doesn't realize or she doesn't know that there is a appointment today. So she calls the office and she's like, "Oh, is there an appointment? Is there an appointment today?" And she's like, "Yep, we're still on for that." And Ashton Kutcher is like already trying to get he's hailing a taxi and trying to get in. She does something to him to get into the taxi, and
she pushes him out of the way.
Yeah, and then he grabs her wallet or her.
So runs down like a jacket.
Yeah.
No, yeah, So whenever he was leaving, he grabbed her wallet before he left, and he would have gotten away with it if he didn't slam the door when he left.
Yeah.
That was dumb on his part. And then she runs down there after calling, and she gets into the taxi. She punches him or pushes him out of the way or something.
Right.
And then he calls her up. She's like, it's like, good luck paying for that taxi without your wallet. And she's like, you stole my wallet? And that's the taxi driver stops. And
he's like, oh, no wallet? He's like, well, you got to get out then. And then she's like, well, I got $5. He's like, you can show me your boob. And then she's like, you can show me your boobs. And she's like, I'll show you one boob. And then she does it, and he's like, that's a nice boob.
What? I like
What? I like boobs.
what? I like nice boobs.
That's a real dialogue.
The
What?
really thick
What? I like big
New York accent is what sold it.
Yeah. Well, they're not
Well,
big.
I like
they're,
boobs.
they're not big boobs. They're Cameron Diaz's boobs. But just like he's like, what? I like boobs. And then she's like, whatever, dude. So they like she gets out of the cab. She took a free cab ride, by the way. Like she just had to give a little boob. That's not like as demeaning. People do that
Little boob.
for a little boob. Yeah, she shows a little boob.
Yeah, it was just a little tit. Little tit.
I mean, if I could show a nipple, I'd fucking do it for a fucking taxi ride. Oh, shit. I don't think they'd be interested in my boob, but it's fucking there.
I'll show it to them if they want.
If you're a taxi driver, I'll fucking show you my boob, dude. If that's gonna give me a free ride, I'll show you a tit. But yeah, Cameron Diaz, she gets out of the taxi.
You want an ass cheek? I can whip it out.
Tip? You want the tip? Just the tip?
No, the boob's fine. The boob's fine.
It's like, that's public indecency, but okay. But yeah, they're climbing this wall for some fucking reason. It's like they're going through a whole lot just to get to like the counselor's office. Like they probably could have just, ran the rest of the way.
Gotten another. Yeah, or just gotten another taxi.
Yeah, like the fuck. Oh, they also ride on the top of a bus, like because it's got seats and shit. They're not just like hanging onto a bus. Yeah. That'd be fucking hilarious.
No, this isn't like Speed.
Yeah, Speed or Teen Wolf.
Hanging underneath the bus.
Oh my god, if they Teen Wolfed it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
If they Teen Wolfed that shit. Okay.
Surfing on the USA.
Everybody's going surfing. Surfing USA.
Surfing on the USA.
Yes. Surfing USA. There's a everybody's going surfing. Surfing USA.
Everybody go surfing. Surfing USA.
But I wish they did that now.
I do too.
But
It
then
would have been a lot funnier.
But then they, after this therapy session, the lawyer guy, he's like, "You're falling for this broad, huh?" And then he's like, "No, I'm not." And then he like gives,
totally not.
he gives the ring that she had at the beginning of the movie from what's his face, Mason, Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah, and then she hides it under a thing in the beginning because she moves into his apartment, and then so he finds this and tries to go and he gives it back to Mason, and he's like, how much is this running? Like $5,000, $6,000? It's like $30,000. So he's very hesitant about giving it back, but that's what he came there for. That was a funny scene. He's like, okay.
One of the funny scenes that I thought that I used to quote a lot was the when he came in with that black eye. I was gonna talk about this earlier, but I forgot until now. And he like going about the whole rant. He's like, she said, "You put that toilet seat down, or I'm gonna put you down." I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I say that to. Down, or I'm gonna put you down.
Put the toilet seat down, or I'll put you down. So yeah, that was a good scene.
Wonderful performance.
Yeah, exactly. He fucking killed that scene. Probably one of the only scenes in this movie where he like had time to shine. I feel like Cameron Diaz
actually acted.
I feel like Cameron Diaz phoned it in for the most part.
She was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen her do well in movies, and I've seen her do horrible in movies, and this one is horrible for Miss Cameron Diaz. She's
I honestly, I've never seen her do well in a movie.
The Mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess she wasn't bad in that.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying now.
Like
I'm trying
Shrek.
to think. Shrek.
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek. She's really good in Shrek. But that was just
I liked her in Shrek.
yeah. The voice acting was really good. Cameron Diaz.
Oh shit, she was in a movie that this podcast was named after.
Really? She was in Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing.
Huh.
She was a very small role. She was a news reporter, just like Tobey Maguire. Really small role.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like tripping in the car. Poor Tobey Maguire in that movie.
I know. Was The Mask her first movie?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
It's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Okay, so she came out of the gate swinging, then ended up 6 years later being in Charlie's Angels.
Nice.
And she's in Gangs of New York.
Ah. That's cool. I
Why
didn't
the
know
fuck
that.
was she in Gangs of New York?
Right, no, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, what the fuck? But I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
So she's
Huh.
she's good. She's either good or bad. She's like Nick Cage, but Nick Cage is like he's so bad he's good, or he's so like terribly bad, but it's still fun to watch it anyway. I don't know. Nick Cage is weird, man. I love it. I love him.
Yeah. Well, he's doing all this shitty movies to work out the debt that he fucking put himself in.
Well, now he's doing some awesome shit. He's doing like he did Color Out of Space. He did Mandy. You rip my shirt. You rip my shirt. Like, I fucking love Mandy, dude. Mandy's such a funny fucking movie. It's like okay, so it's like a body horror at first, and then it becomes like a fucking crazy revenge movie. It's insane, and I love every second of it. It is fucking brutal too. There's like fucking demon bikers. There's like, yeah,
What?
yeah. You gotta see it. You gotta see this shit to believe it. I watched Mandy for the first time. I was like, no, this is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I own a steelbook copy of Mandy because I love it so much. It's so fucking
Shit,
good.
I've seen trailers for this movie. Elijah Wood.
Is that
Elijah, what are you doing here?
wait? Isn't he in a movie called like Come to Daddy or something?
Oh my god. Something like that. Oh, he's a producer, that's why. Let's see.
Of Mandy. Yeah, Elijah Wood's just been doing a bunch
Yeah.
of like he's just been producing random shit, and I love it. Like the weirdest shit possible, like the Greasy Strangler.
Come to Daddy.
Elijah,
Oh yeah, I was super fucking surprised.
yeah. He just wants
Come to Daddy.
he just wants weird shit to be made, and I applaud that. I genuinely applaud.
I'm here for it.
Because we don't. I mean, now's the time. Like we've had a bunch of shit. Like what happens in Vegas. We need a bunch of weird shit. It's counterculture.
Yeah, I'm here for all the weird shit.
Yeah. And that's my favorite
I'm
type.
here for it.
That's my favorite type of shit. Is the weird stuff. So, like, I like to say, I like this movie, and people go, why? And I'm like, I like it. I thought it was compelling.
I don't know. I just like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's entertaining as fuck. Isn't that what you should get out of a movie? Entertainment. You know what I got after watching What Happens in
Exactly.
Vegas? You know what I got after What Happens in Vegas?
Aneurysms.
Yeah. Probably chlamydia. Maybe
No, there's no probably, Sean. We got to go get ourselves checked out for sure.
We gotta get tested. We're actually we're gonna wrap up this episode right now because we gotta go get tested. Oh my god.
I'm very worried.
Yeah. So anyway, they fucking.
Where were we? We were talking about.
Yeah. We were talking about a rom-com.
He gives the ring back to her.
Yes. Mason gives the ring back.
Wait. He gives the ring to Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually he ends up going, "I want you back, and here's this ring again." And she's like, "Where the fuck did you get this?" And then
a man has his ways.
yeah. But yeah, so she there's some stuff we're skipping. She ends up meeting his family, and then he goes to a little thing, like a little get together, a shindig that is being ran by her work, and then he meets all of the higher ups and he like charms the shit out of them. He's like her boss is named Richard Banger. Yeah. He's like, "Your name is Dick Banger?" And then the guy's like, "Well, now your name's Jerk Off. Or Jack Off. Because your name's Jack and people jack off." So,
Jack off, get it?
yeah, that's really funny. And then he kept repeating it. He was like, "Yeah, that was so much funnier than him calling me Dick Banger." It wasn't.
Right, guys? Right? And he proceeds to call him like Big Dick for the rest of the time.
Yeah, he's like, "What's up, Big Dick?"
Which I think is hilarious. If my name was Richard, I'd want to be called Big Dick.
What up, Big Dick? Yeah, and then, so...
What up, BD?
Yeah, what up, BD? But, yeah, as they start falling for each other, like they were already kind of doing that, but they're like really falling for each other now. They even have their first dance as a married couple at this place,
And they kiss.
and they're like looking at each other's eyes, and then like I'm surprised the Lifehouse isn't playing. As you and me and all other people with nothing to do, and not in love with me.
I'm honestly surprised too, but it was who was that guy? The guy on the piano.
Oh, Billy Eichner.
What was that guy's name?
Billy needs to get back on the street.
Yeah.
It was Billy Eichner. I'm pretty sure this movie just had a bunch of people who have yet to be famous. Zach Galifianakis, Billy Eichner, Jason Sudeikis. Well, I mean, maybe Jason Sudeikis was like peak SNL at this point. Like he was still like in skits. I don't think Jason Sudeikis was like that big yet, though. He wasn't near.
No,
He wasn't.
I don't think so.
He wasn't doing like We're the Millers yet. Fucking Will Poulter.
Yeah, I forgot he had like a run where he was doing like a shit ton of movies.
Yeah, Horrible Bosses with Charlie Day and other Jason Bateman. Other Jason.
Jason Bateman. Two Jasons. Nuh-uh, not in my movie.
Yes.
Even... yes. No.
They should have just, as a joke, made Charlie Day's character Jason in the movie. Like, but...
Confuse the shit out of him.
Yeah. It's like, he just refuses to be Charlie on set. He's... It's gonna be like the easiest job in the
It's
world.
the one movie he's method acting in.
Yeah. What's the easiest job in the world whenever he's on the set for Always Sunny? Because, like, his name is Charlie no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're falling in love, and then Mason's like, "Hey, I want to get back with you," and then she's like, "Where did you get this ring?" So they do have a court hearing, and the court hearing is about who is going to get the monies, and they want to split it in half. So that's what Ashton Kutcher and his lawyer, who's his friend the whole movie, who is like him and Tipper just fucking hate each other, and it's like you can obviously tell that they're gonna fuck at the end because they're like, "I hate you," and then they were sending like middle fingers to each other in court. It's like, I would stab your friend in the dick or whatever the fuck. Like that's how much they hated each other, and then
yeah, he's gonna stab Tipper in the dick.
Yeah, he's gonna stab Tipper in the dick. But they go to a court. They have a court hearing, and it's about the money because the 6 months are up, and they're asking Queen Latifah if she thinks they're in love with each other, and she's like, "Yeah, these guys have a lot of shit to work out, but yeah, they love each other."
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah,
they cool.
That's something that I never really got from Queen Latifah, is that like I feel like sometimes she was like the sassy black lady, but she didn't do it all the time. Like she was just like I think Queen Latifah is a good actress. I just think people thought she was typecast when she really wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like people just saw her as
she was yeah, I feel like she got kind of typecasted for a little bit.
Yeah, but like I feel like
she's like a dual typecast.
Yeah, I feel like
she's like either a sassy black lady. You feel like she what?
Oh, I feel like she would like just based on her being black and like wearing like hoop earrings and stuff. People were like, okay, we'll take like Barbershop out of the equation. We'll look at like Taxi and this movie and that one where she has like 7 days to live or some shit. Like I don't think she's like sassy black lady. I think she was just like, oh fuck, I'm about to die, or like I'm a therapist, or like she wasn't really a sassy black lady. She's kind of just like there. I feel like people just thought
she's like.
Go ahead.
She was like dual typecasted, I feel like, because she would be either sassy black lady or like in what is that movie? So like she'd be sassy black lady like in Bringing Down the House I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Or she would be like a businesswoman like in Stranger Than Fiction.
Right.
Or this movie. She only had two things that she would be.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Or she would be dying. Is it at the end of the movie?
I did.
Does she even die at the end of that movie? I've never seen it.
I'm trying to find it right now.
I think it's like.
What is it even called?
The Last something. It's like the last. The Last.
The Tiger Rising, The
Supper.
Trap, Ice Age,
Who's
The Wiz.
The Wiz. Who's she in Ice Age? She was one of the. She was the.
She was the other mammoth. Ellie, that's her name.
Ellie. Got
Secret
it.
Life of Bees.
Secret Life of Bees.
Last Holiday? No.
That is it. I think that's it.
Secret Life of Bees?
Yes. Last Holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in Hairspray? Huh.
Yeah, I think so. With John.
Oh, God, Bringing Down the House. I forgot about that movie.
John Travolta was a mom in Hairspray.
Was a mom.
I MK had me watch Hairspray. I did not. I did not do that on my own. But it was okay. It was actually okay. Zach Fuckron was in it.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, he. Oh yeah, he was.
Zach Fuckron. That's the best.
Yeah, I liked Hairspray. It wasn't bad. My mom used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. So did my sister, Michelle Pfeiffer. Huh.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle
Link
Pfeiffer.
Larkin was his name.
But yeah, let's talk about
What
the ending.
You say
of
Michelle
this.
Dickburn?
Yeah, no, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, it's a Dickburn.
Michelle Dickburn. Michelle Pfeiffer.
It's like, what the fuck? Pfeiffer. Yeah, let's get back to the movie.
Yes.
Right.
There's a court case. We don't have much of it left. There's really not a whole lot to talk about in this movie,
Nah.
like that you haven't seen in every goddamn rom-com that's ever been made. So
Yeah.
he goes, yeah, we'll split the money in half. And Cameron Diaz, she goes, no, you keep all the money. And then she goes, and then she leaves the courtroom, and the lawyer's like, I won a case finally. I'm a lawyer now. Why did he hire this guy? Probably because he did it for free. Like it was pro bono.
Yeah, pro bono. Probably.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Isn't that like a conflict of interest though? If it's like you're friends with a lawyer.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it worked out in his favor. He got the $3 million. Cameron Diaz goes and she's got to work, and somehow Ashton Kutcher gets his job back from his dad. He's making the perfect cabinet. You know how these go. Their life starts to get better, having known each other. So she quits her job, and Ashton Kutcher's like, I gotta.
After she gets the promotion.
Yeah, so she gets the promotion, then she gives it to the Asian lady that was competing against her, who was like shitting herself over the idea of not getting this promotion. But she's like, yeah, just give it to her. She likes to be miserable. And then she kind of fucks off.
I love being miserable.
She kind of fucks off after this, and then we just see Ashton Kutcher eating dinner with his parents, and the dad's like, he's making a table, and he's made it a really good table. It's a perfect table. I'm very proud of you, son. And he's like, oh, thanks, Dad. He's like, but you fucked up with that girl. He's like, that's a complicated situation, Dad. He's like, no, that made sense. Go fuck that girl. And then I'm paraphrasing. He's like, you better go.
I mean, you're not wrong. It was...
He's like, you better go fuck her right now. And then he's just like,
Dad.
He's just like, okay, I'm gonna go fuck her right now. And then, so he
Wait, finish your dinner first. Ah, damn it.
He's like, oh, I'll finish something. And then, so he goes to the bar. And he asks Tipper, he's like, where's she at? I don't know where she is. I can't find her. And he's like, she's off the grid because I haven't talked to her in days. I was like, that's not what off the grid means. But, so he's like, well, what's one place that if you're really, really sad can make you really, really happy? And then you're probably thinking, I wasn't thinking Vegas, but because he picks up this picture, has a lighthouse on it. That's what I was thinking. It looks like one of those things that you pick up at Target, and they just never took the picture out of the frame. Yeah, so he finds that underneath his bed, and he goes,
stock photo.
Yeah, stock photo. It's a stock photo, and he's like, she likes lighthouses. She's at a lighthouse. So out of the 5 lighthouses on that coast, he chooses the right one. Randomly, I guess. He's just like, yeah, that's the one. And then he just sees her just standing on the beach because goes out of his way to find her at this lighthouse, and like he's like, "You bet on me, and I'm betting on you. I love you. Let's do it right here." And then
What does he say as the scene is like closing? 'Cause it's so cheesy. This is like right at the end. It's after the betting part. He's like, what was it?
I don't know.
Because like that whole last scene was like a Hallmark
Yeah.
card fucking script.
Yeah, it's like
It was so cheesy.
If
and
you
bad.
took a whole bunch of Hallmark cards and then you just threw, like, you cut them all up and you threw it at a wall, you get that. You get that scene. Pretty much any fucking rom-com is like that. Did you find it? Did you find what he said?
Yeah, so Joyce goes, we hit the jackpot, and Jack replies, I certainly did. And then the scene ends.
He did, though.
Like,
in the beginning of the movie. He's like, I did.
He did,
that.
yeah.
So maybe he
did.
Yeah,
He
maybe that's what he was just reminding her, like, yeah, this is my $3 million actually.
Like, we're married, but this is my fucking money.
Yeah.
To stay the fuck on your lane.
Yeah, it's like, you better get your fucking job back, because I'm not giving you any of this.
This is my money. You need to work.
Mine. My money, mine.
Mine.
He's like a fucking goblin. He's like, mine.
I got it all converted into shillings. All the shillings.
I love these shillings.
Why?
It's like, you can't even spend those, you fucking asshole. It's like, yeah, but they're mine. And also got the balloons.
I was gonna say that. Because I got doubloons and shillings. Yes.
It's like you spent.
There's a ruby in here somewhere. But I don't want it. You can have
You
it.
spent $3 million to convert it into non-Tinder. I don't know what I'm saying.
You spent.
Shit that isn't even
You
currency.
spent $3 million. Shit.
Making this
Like you didn't
useless.
convert them. You just spent it. Yeah, it's like if I spent $3 million on fake coins.
Yeah. Good God.
It's just like, yeah, I've got $3 million worth of fake coins that I'll probably get $1,000 off of. Sold for like. If you bought $3 million worth of fake coins and sold them all for $1, how much would that be?
If you sold them all for $1, you'd have $1.
No, like each one for $1.
Oh.
Like how much can you get in fake coins with $3 million? Would you be able to make your money back?
I don't think anybody would spend $1 on one fake coin.
Yeah, you probably. Well, if you advertise it like you get like let's say 20, we'll give them a deal. We'll get 20 fake coins for $15.
Mm.
So you're really only losing like 5 of them.
Right.
How many fake coins? I'm actually very interested. I want to know.
You're gonna math it.
It's just this is my rabbit hole I'm choosing tonight.
Sure. I'm down.
Well, what? Fake coins are called slugs.
Didn't know
Huh.
that.
A
Didn't
slug
know.
is a counterfeit coin that is used to make illegal purchases. Huh. That's stupid.
That's dope.
Ghost coin. Oh, anyway, back to the podcast. So I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I put myself in a rabbit hole, and
So
don't worry, I just stuck my head in. I didn't fall in yet.
the end of the end of the movie, it's basically the credits. They're getting married in Las Vegas again. They're getting remarried, and during the wedding, Hader and Tipper fucking, basically.
No fucking. They fucking.
Yeah. So yeah, they're probably together at the end of this movie. And so is Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher, and that's where this movie ends. Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher.
Oh shit! There's a post-credit scene.
There is?
There's a post-credit scene. Yeah. In a post-credit scene, Dave is telling Hader about a party that evening. But in this, his name is Shitter. So Dave is telling Shitter about a party that evening, but Shitter no longer wants to associate with Dave, citing Jack as being the glue that held the two of them together as friends. With that, Shitter simply leaves. The movie ends with Dave randomly asking a random guy on the street if he wants to party.
Who the fuck is Dave?
That's, Dave.
I don't know a Dave.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis was Dave.
Oh. I didn't know his fucking name. He was like obsessed. He was pretty funny. He was obsessed with Cameron Diaz's character. He's like, look, man, you just want to like put her number in my phone for me, and then like he was super awkward.
Like when they're talking about trying to give her a disease, they're like, I can get a vial of crabs here in like 30 minutes, but we have to have someone give her the crabs, and he's like, I'll give her the crabs.
Yeah.
Jesus, Dave.
He's very creepy in this, but it's funny because he's not like harming Cameron Diaz or anything. He's just like, I'll give her crabs. It's fucking.
Yeah, he's just a horny little guy.
He's like, just put her phone number in my phone to fucking Jack because they broke up. She's like, is it about time? It's like a day after they broke up. He's like, is this a good time for me to ask for her phone number? It's like, it's not.
But you're getting over here, right?
Like he was pretty good in this. I could see why he was selected for The Hangover and why he was chosen for that movie with Robert Downey Jr. I can't remember what that was called.
Oh, I forgot. That was the same year.
Yeah. What was it?
2008.
Yeah.
And then Hangover was 2009.
Yeah, what was that called with Robert Downey Jr.?
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, it's like
Oh no. Zachary Galifianakis.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, Between Two Friends is so funny. Due Date.
Due Date.
I like him out in 2010. Okay.
But yeah, that was what happens in Vegas, and this is what happens on this podcast. The Fear and Broathing podcast. Which Cameron Diaz was in Fear and Loathing, which is cool. So shout out to Cameron Diaz for
So it's
being,
almost like a full circle.
Yeah, for being in a movie that we named the podcast after. Fear and Broathing, Fear and Loathing, Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that's what happens in Vegas. I give it one boob and one cab driver who enjoys boobs. I give it a solid.
I like a nice boob.
I like a nice boob, and then I give it props for that, and I give it. I'm gonna give it a 4. I say a 4 out of 10.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I was gonna say about a 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 nice boobs.
Wait. It's a lot of boobs on one body.
I like nice
She a cat?
boobs. She is a cat.
I like nice boobs. Oh.
So what are we watching next? This is like the addicting part.
Oh, Supreme Lord.
Give us something
Supreme
good.
Lord, random movie generator.
Give us something good. 3, 2, 1.
so scared.
The Ritual. I love this movie. We're going to watch The Ritual. It's a horror movie.
A ritual.
A group of college friends reunite for a trip to the forest,
Movies.
but encounter a menacing presence in the woods that's stalking them. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually first watched this movie whenever we lived in the first trailer we lived in, I believe. So this movie is
No shit. Okay.
awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy this. That was, or maybe it was the second one. Oh, it was 2017. So maybe it was the second one. But yeah, I really enjoy this. So I'm pretty pumped for The Ritual. Hope this might be a championship worthy movie in my opinion, but we will definitely see at the end of the 10. This is only going to be what, 13, 14, something like that. I think this will be this one will be 13. The Ritual.
The ritual will be 15,
Will it?
right?
I don't think so. Lady
No.
Chatterley is
The one
12.
we're working on.
So this is 13.
Oh,
and then
okay. I keep counting
so-
I keep counting the ratings video.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So
Yeah, that on me.
yeah, because technically, Flower was 11. Wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Flower's 11 because... Wait, what? Yeah, because 1 through 10.
No,
then-
you're right.
Then the ranking video, then 11, and then 12, 13. The Ritual's 14.
Okay.
So we're getting there.
I'm down to. I'm kind of excited to watch this. Like, I love thrillers and I love mystery movies. As much as I talk down on horror movies, I actually do like horror movies. I just don't like gore.
This one's not super gory. It's like more of a, like, oh shit, like, kind of movie. It's like shit's happening and we need to figure out what the fuck is happening. It's a group of friends who are like basically they're traveling to Scotland, I think it is. It's like a fringe trip. They're going to Scotland. And then some shit starts popping off. I won't get into it because we're gonna watch it, but like, it's fucking awesome. Like, I love this movie. I showed it to MK and she was like, "Holy shit!" Like, it's like that good. Like, I remember watching it by myself and I was like, "Wow, that was good." I think it's incredible, but I'm excited to watch it again. So, The Ritual is our next one. This has been the Fear and Broathing. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited for you to watch it. This has been the Fear and Broathing podcast. I have been Shawn.
I have been Joe.
We were waiting for it, and we are gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm really excited to actually watch a good movie for the first time in.
A change.
It's been a while, man.
A long time.
We got
Fucking long time.
we get a good one. If we get any more bad, like if The Ritual is the only good movie we get, we have a champion. But it's just like this ranking is gonna be hard because it's just been garbage after garbage. I think Lady Chatterley might be a contender just based on everything else we've encountered, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna get the fuck out of here, and you guys have a lovely whatever time it is whenever you're watching this shit or listening to this shit or not listening to this shit.
Bye. We love you guys.
Mwah, mwah. Bye.